Hello, my loves. I am so happy that you're here. How was your weekend? Oh my God. I'm losing my voice. Cannot be happening. Catastrophe. Catastrophe. Okay. So, I have had an interesting weekend, and hear me out. So, one of the videos I made, I've gotten a lot of interesting comments on them, and I'd like to address it before we get into anything else. I make videos because I feel there's not enough genuine people online. I feel that way. You might not feel that way, but I feel like a lot of you do. We've all shared a common ground here where we feel there's not enough genuineness, and we're lacking that face to face. We're lacking that connection with people. There's a pandemic of loneliness going on, which we all know because social media is like so shoved in our faces and so shoved down our throats, and that's just kind of how we grew up. Like, it's just a thing. We do social media, and maybe we feel lonely because we don't get enough human interaction, and we don't find those connections, and we don't find our tribe, and we don't feel our souls are not getting what it needs. And that's why I chose to start making these videos. I've been making videos for a long time. I had someone say, "You're not new to making videos." And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm not new to making videos here. I'm not new here. But I was watching Ed Milet maybe a couple months ago, and he said there's a pandemic of loneliness going on. Sorry about the lawnmower guy back there, but he's like, one of the number one reasons why people are he said one of the number one causes for death right now are people taking their lives. And that's scary. And that's a scary thing to hear. That's crazy because of loneliness and depression, because people don't feel like they're getting that one-on-one connection enough. And I agree, because a lot of the influencers that I used to look up to, I feel like everything is just a sales tactic now. What can I sell you? What can I give you? And I feel like there's no trust there, because it's not about what they genuinely like. It's just about what they're genuinely trying to sell. And even if that's genuine or not, it just doesn't feel genuine anymore. It's just a lot of like, what can I sell you? I want to show you this. I have an accountability partner. I'm sure you know this. She was like, TikTok is such a good place to be. You need to be back on TikTok. And I did try to be on there. Personally, I don't like it. But I was like, okay, I'll give it another try. I uploaded one video, literally. Let me see if I could bring up the email. I went through my email and I deleted a whole bunch of stuff. I had like no storage left. Has your technology been going wonky on you? Because like all of my technology has been going absolute bonkers. My storage issue and like all this stuff. So I did delete the email. But if you know, you know. Okay, I had TikTok literally for not even like a week. And I uploaded one video. And within that time span, I got an email from TikTok saying, set up your TikTok shop. I'm like, ew, I don't want to set up a TikTok shop. I have like 5 followers on there. And like, what you want me to sell? And I feel like everything now, there's so much being lost in our world because people are just concerned about selling something. Now, I'm not saying that anyone on here trying to sell something is necessarily a bad thing, because there's a lot of people on here with programs or whatever it is, and that's just how it works. Like this, sometimes YouTubers, this is their livelihood. This is what they do, and they have something really good to offer. But just be really careful, because there's a lot of baloney online. So anyways, I wanted to put that disclaimer out there, because I had a few comments, and the guy or girl or whatever it was, I don't know, thing was just like, they said a lot of really interesting things. You could see them for yourselves, but I was like, whoa. So I am not a medical doctor, obviously. If you are having thoughts of taking your life, obviously you need a doctor. And like, my videos are probably not suffice enough. I don't know. I'm not here to claim that I'm a medical doctor and to heal your life. I'm not trying to be an online guru. I'm just trying to be here to make videos for you, so that way you don't feel so alone. I want to build a community within a community, and that's really what this is. Yes, I've been creating for a long time, but I feel like as I grow up and as my vision mission, evolves, my content changes, and that's normal. I feel like evolution is inevitable. And so here I am, creating and having a great time. And I love you guys, and Yeah, I just thought those comments were really strange, but I was like, those are really interesting things and I would love to address them because that's a good point. Like, if you're genuinely feeling like you want to like take your life, YouTube is probably not the best source to heal yourself, but I will say that there are a lot of good things out there that you could watch that will make you feel better. And so hopefully this spot is a place where you feel good to be. Okay, this is getting weird now, but I just wanted to put that out there. And also I wanted to put out there this video, obviously, because I wanted to go into the most important thing literally in this world is there are so many misconceptions about like who you should be and how you should be and all this pressure to be something, and it's a lot. And I feel like especially with social media, you get the influencers, you get the this and the that, and they're like, do this, buy this, wear this, blah 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 blah, and it's never ending, and you feel like it's never enough, and you feel like it's never enough, and am I good enough because I don't look like this and I don't have that or this house or blah 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 blah. It's like noise and it never stops because every time you go on social media there's always something. How do you keep up? It's almost impossible. So I wanted to tell you this. You are loved and you are enough exactly the way that you are. You don't need that thing to make you better. And I know this is like super controversial because this is kind of like against what everything is saying right now. Mainstream media is literally saying, you need this to be better. You need this for your business. You need that, blah, 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 blah. You need. You don't need anything. You're perfect just the way that you are. And I feel like we don't hear that enough, like at all, ever, if at all. So I just wanted to let you know that you are lovable, you are worthy, you are enough just as you are. You're a great partner, you're a great mother, you're a great friend, you're a great creator, you're a great coworker, you're a great business owner. Do we always have room for improvement? Absolutely, we always have room for improvement. Should you try a little harder? Maybe. But feeling like you're never enough is just not a good place to be. And I heard this a long time ago and I loved this and it resonated. So I hope it resonates with you. We tend to think because of mainstream media that, oh, once I get that house and once I get that car and once I get that friend and once I get that relationship and once my life looks exactly like that, then I'll be happy. That's a lie. That is a lie. That is a freaking lie that the world is trying to tell you because they want money out of you and they want this out of you. And oh, if I just do this, then I'll be happy. It's a lie. It's not true. Being happy is an inside job, not an outside job. And yeah, do those things bring happiness? Probably, maybe temporarily. Like there's that song, money can't buy me happiness, but it could buy me a boat. Like, yeah, being on a boat is great. And I'm sure it's really fun. And in that moment, it will bring you happiness. But if you really think that you're going to solve all your life's problems by getting a boat or getting that house or getting that outfit or getting that luxury purse or getting that whatever is going to make you just feel so good, you'll notice that once you get that, you're like, okay, you're still left with the same stuff inside that you were left with before. So working on that is really important. And also, I just feel like, at least for me, and let me know if this resonates with you, it's not always about getting the next best thing. It's about really loving yourself and trusting yourself. And how to do that is showing up for yourself. So if you're not feeling 100%, I wonder if it's just because you're not showing up for yourself the way that you're supposed to be. So I think loving yourself is the most important thing you could ever do for yourself, and realizing, less is more. You don't need that relationship to make you special, to make you loved, to make you seen and heard. That relationship shouldn't be for just status anyways. That job that maybe you really want or that you got let go from, that you're putting your self-worth in, you're worth more than that. That situation, whatever it is, That's not your worth. So, I don't know. I really wanted to get this message out. By the way, happy Monday if you're watching this on Monday morning and you're still 10 minutes in with me. Happy Monday. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so blessed. I'm really, truly, genuinely so thankful for all of you that are here, for all of you that are watching, for all of you that leave such beautiful, awesome, just so inspiring comments, that leave comments in general. I love that because I just do. I just love to see that. It makes me happy. Um, yeah, but I don't know. So I pulled up something that I think would be really helpful to help a little bit. Okay. Um, Not saying that you need more of anything. I'm saying maybe a little bit more of you, a little bit more of you loving yourself. And I have noticed that these things help me. And so because they help me, I want to share them with you. So one of the things I really like to do is ask myself questions because the quality of your life really depends on the questions you're asking. I know that sounds, you're like, really? But it's true. So ask yourself some questions. And I pulled up some questions that I really, really like. I found the other day and I asked myself these questions and I'm like, absolutely, I'm going to share this with them. 28 questions to ask yourself. And I have this saved on my Pinterest. If you would like to go there, everything on there is free. If you just want to gallivant on there, go and gallivant on there. If you want some inspiration for food, for clothes, for literally anything you almost need, there's inspiration on there. And I hope you feel inspired. Okay. So when do you feel the most confident? Ask yourself that. When do you feel the most confident? Do you feel the most confident when you're happy and you're smiling and you do your hair and you do your makeup and you actually put effort into like what you're doing? Loving yourself. What type of friend do I want to be? It's my favorite one. I want to be the person that's always showing up no matter what, especially on YouTube. As people grow, and I know this for media anyways, like as you grow on media, there's going to be the people on there that are not so nice and not so positive. So what type of friend do you want to be? Do you want to be the type of friend that leaves everyone feeling better than what they left them? Does that make sense? Like, did I just make English sense? Probably not. But you should want to be, I would hope, the type of friend that leaves that person better off once you guys leave, if that makes any sense. But ask yourself those questions. What type of friend do I want to be? I want to be the one that loves so much and regrets nothing and holds nothing back and tells my friend how much I love them and gives them, little love things like, what if you find a rock and it reminds your friend of you, or vice versa? What, am I making sense? My love language is everything. So if I have a friend that's like, oh, I found this rock, here you go, like that would make me feel happy. So do you want to be that type of friend? What type of friend do you want to be? Okay. What are the most important things in my life? That is so, so big. What are the most important things to you in your life? And do more of that and bring more of that in, because that will make you feel really good. That will make you feel more loved. That will make you feel more worthy, I think, and I hope so. By the way, you already are worthy. You already are so loved. It's just love is an inside job just as much as happiness is an inside job. I just found these and I'm like, I would love to read these off to them. What are your biggest goals and dreams? What inspires you the most? What are you living? Are you living your life to the fullest right now? If you had one day left to live, what would you do? Okay, seriously, I want to stop right there. I'm going to stop it right there because you could go and look at this on your own time and whatever. If you had one day left to live, what would that day look like? What would it consist of? For all the trolls on YouTube, it probably wouldn't look like watching my videos or anyone else's videos and leaving weird comments on them because it's just weird. Like, oh my God, you look like you're 40. Thanks, Bill. Thank you, Bill. It probably wouldn't look like being mean to someone. It would probably look like being kind, leaving a kind comment, being a kind friend, being kind to yourself, maybe going to the store and smiling at someone. I don't know. What would your last day look like? It was up to me. My last day would just look like awesomeness and kindness and just full of love and full of laughter. And why do you assume that you have all this time? Because you never know. You really, truly never know. So I just wanted you to hear this message that it is so important to love yourself and to love others to love your younger self, to love your older version of yourself, and give that version of you all the love in the world, and to give yourself compassion, and to be kind and still and sweet, and just understand that this world is a really messed up place. It's a beautiful place to be, but it's a messed up place to be. And it doesn't take much to be kind. It doesn't take much to make a positive impact, even a small one, like leaving a smile, leaving a nice comment, being a good person, loving yourself a little extra. Because if you can't love yourself, like, I could understand how hard it is to be kind to other people. And most of the time, the people that are the meanest are the people that have the hardest time being good to themselves. So I love you. I hope you have an amazing week. I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!